This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Monday, July 10th, 2023. I'm Gary Dick. Midway through 2023, the Indiana economy seems to be performing well, all things considered. Unemployment remains where it was a year ago at around 3%. And coming off a record 2022, the Indiana Economic Development Corporation says it has secured $7.6 billion in planned investment from companies looking to add more than 10,000 jobs. Ball State economist Mike Hicks.
U.S. economy a B-, Indiana economy B, maybe B+. And I think the big story we're going to face the rest of the year is that we're probably going to dodge a recession, which will be the first time we really get this soft landing after such a big spike of inflation.
New this morning, Van Air Manufacturing has announced plans to expand its offerings in LaPorte County. The company says it will invest $8.3 million to add a 100,000 square foot building near its headquarters on the south side of Michigan City. It also plans to add 75 jobs. The 51-year-old company manufactures a variety of mobile power products. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
For 25 years, we've had the honor of telling the story of Indiana business. More than 1,300 shows, 8,000 interviews. We've traveled from Valparaiso to Versailles, Fort Wayne to Fort Branch, and everywhere in between. And we are just getting started. Our team is passionate about Indiana business because your story is worth telling. Join us every week as we travel the state to bring you Indiana's story. Inside Indiana Business, 25 years and counting.
The owner of the former plastics recycling company in Richmond, where a massive industrial fire took place in April, is seeking dismissal of a class action lawsuit against him and the company.
Seth Smith and Cornerstone Trading Group claim they are not liable for damages because the property was at least partially owned by the city. The fire broke out April 11th at the building, which the city said was stacked wall to wall with plastic materials, as well as containers outside that also contained plastics. The blaze sent plumes of black smoke into the air, as well as debris that was found several miles away, including into parts of Ohio. In its complaint seeking dismissal of the suit, Cornerstone said the city was aware that the company was operating in the building and, quote, had complete knowledge of whatever dangerous conditions may have existed at the property, including asbestos in various portions of the structure, end quote. The defendants said the city assumed all legal, environmental, and other responsibility by acquiring the property. A hearing for the defendants' motion to dismiss has been scheduled for October 11th at the Wayne County Courthouse. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
City Bus of Greater Lafayette is using a recent federal grant award to pursue greater sustainable practices in public transportation. The Federal Transit Administration awarded $7.6 million to City Bus as part of its low or no emission grant program. City Bus plans to use the funds to purchase 4 hydrogen fuel buses and 3 compressed natural gas buses to add to its fleet of 62 vehicles. Evansville-based Old National Bank is expanding in the Nashville, Tennessee market by opening a new commercial office and adding 2 commercial bankers to the team. Cliff Tant will serve as Nashville market president, and Robert Maciowski is the new commercial real estate Tennessee market executive. Holiday World and Splashin' Safari is building a new roller coaster, but park leaders are having fun being cryptic with details as fans and internet sleuths dig for answers on the gravy-centric ride. The new project's name is Gravy Boat, according to a cheeky park blog post by spokesperson Leah Cook. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.